Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today we caught around about $1,900 trade, as you can see, in around about 10 minutes. So this was copy traded on 4 of my Lucid accounts. As you can see, 475 on the day, roughly around about $1,900. So that puts me now on my final and fifth winning day for those accounts, eligible for a payout. So I'm going to be requesting that later today as well. So yeah, first time trading Lucid. Definitely recommend. Code BOOKO at checkout for a huge discount. Okay, now the trade itself. Why did I take this long position? How did I even come to the conclusion of taking a long? All that good stuff. So let's go ahead and remove the. Let's keep it in replay for now, just because price action after kind of did dump a little bit. I think we are pushing back higher now, but in terms of the actual trade sake, we'll keep it here. Okay, so daily chart. Why did I want longs today? Obviously, this is indices, NQ, ES, and YM. Right now, if we're looking at the previous day's closure, which is why I always look at that candle closure. Okay, how did Wednesday close? How can it give us information on what to expect in the following day? This is a bullish continuation candle closure to the upside, right? Because it closed above Tuesday's high. So my main target coming into today is Wednesday's high. Right now, Wednesday did expand a lot. These were my draws for the week once we inverse these gaps. This is playing out perfect so far, my outlook. We did actually end up taking this daily high as well, okay? So there is a chance that we miss this high and we just drop lower to kind of rebalance into this big range here anyway. But coming into my day, look how the candle was forming. Definitely looked like it wanted to run to the high, a lot closer to the high compared to the low, right? So with that in mind, I'm looking to trade up towards the high. I don't need price to hit the high to get a W to make money, I just need to trade in line with that, okay? So that's my idea for the day, looking to trade higher. 4 hour, we trade into this gap. We didn't really get anything special. Price is just kind of consolidating. To be honest, hourly, again, we have no cracks on the 4 hour or the monthly. To be honest, we've just got no cracks really. Nothing bearish, and more or less the stuff that we had on the lows was bullish. So I'm just expecting price to continue higher. There's no reason for it to reverse lower really here, apart from just like a little retrace. But overall, there's nothing here that shows me, okay, price wants to go lower today, okay? Just purely higher. Okay, we have no cracks in the lows currently, but we did previously. So price is just continuing from here, okay? So nothing really on the weekly. 15-minute, let's check out the daily, see if we had anything here. Can't quite remember what we had. Okay, yeah, we had a really clean daily cycle here. Now, this is where a lot of people get confused because we also had a bearish daily cycle. So, which one are we going to trust, okay? Let me actually put this in replay. So this is how price looks right now, I believe. Okay, yeah, it's going back higher. So I am still correct overall on that daily bias, but putting it as it was when I took the trade, okay? So both a bearish and a bullish daily cycle on the lows. Now, why did I trust the bullish one? First of all, the bullish one had the TCISD. So it was created here through with YM, right? So the very first candle that created the sequential SMT was 7 a.m. So the 7 a.m. candle here on NQ actually did close bullish. So we can't use a bullish candle for a bullish TCISD. So we use the most recent bearish one to the left. This one here, 645, mark out the open. As soon as price closes above it, which it did at 730, this is now validated this bullish daily cycle to look for longs up to the draws on liquidity. In this case, London highs, okay? So as you can see as well, we had an 8:30 news event, which traded lower initially, hit the TCISD and rejected very nicely back to the upside. So coming into my 9 a.m. window, 9 to 10:30, I can see that price has formed this in line with where I expect price to go on the day. And the news driver has essentially confirmed, okay, yes, we've traded into the bullish TCISD, rejected heavily from it. We should now push towards the draw, okay? So that's kind of how I got to the conclusion of everything. Then, okay, we got a bearish daily here as well. But why did I not look to take a short? Why did it stop me from taking a long? Well, let me show you guys, okay? So if we put this in replay again real quick, actually, so I can show you guys in real time the thought process. As you guys know, I use TCISD to confirm my sequential SMTs, okay? So we had a bearish daily cycle, fine, right? And then we got a bearish 15-minute TCISD. So technically, this is now valid to look for a short from, stop on the high and run it down to the lows. But if I'm bullish on the day, I want to see this fail. I want to see this get inversed, okay? So if you guys haven't already, check out my inversion TCISD video. This is how you understand the invalidation of a TCISD. Essentially, mark out the close of the TCISD candle. If it gets closed above, it's invalid. This is no longer valid for a short. The bearish daily is there. It can still hold, but it's less likely because the TCISD that confirms the daily is gone. Okay, so all I did, as you can see, this was 8:45. Wait for the first 15-minute candle to print of my 9 to 10:30 window. As you guys can see, boom. Okay, and the indicator picks up straight away, inversion TCISD bullish. Okay, so all I'm doing now is waiting for price to drop back into it, taking along and running up to this recent internal high that we put in here. Okay, so we mark out this high. We, can look for another crack and correlation. Maybe we get like a 90 or something, but I didn't expect another 90 to form because we'd already put one in here during Q1. So Q1 manipulated, Q2 distributed and then kind of chopped up, and then expecting Q3 to continue because that higher time frame bearish crack just got invalidated. So continuation higher up to these highs. Okay, so my entry I always enter on the 1 minute. Let's see if there was anything here at the time. There was this entry here. I actually didn't mind this, but this micro and TCIST formed before the TCIST got invalidated. Okay, so I didn't want to enter preemptively, if that's the word. I didn't want to enter before it got confirmed, okay, because then that just would have been pure speculation that I would have thought it got invalidated. I waited for it to actually get invalidated. Once I saw this here, I'm thinking, okay, Q1's already formed a micro, so all I can do now is just enter when we come a little bit lower as a little retrace, stop on this low, and then rally up to the highs. And that's all we did. I didn't enter, I think I probably entered a few minutes after. Stop just went like down the halfway on the wick, just for a bit of a better RR, because realistically, if it hit there, it would have hit the low, right? And the actual invalidation of this would have been the sequential SMT low all the way down there, but the RR then just wouldn't have been worth it. To be fair, it would have been, but, I think I got around about a 1.8 R or something like that. So if we let this play out a little bit here, we could put this in 3x. There we go. So we got this bearish TCIST. I essentially just entered even inside of it because it was just a hidden, and I just really didn't expect it to hold. Like, we had so many bullish cracks on the lows, everything is screaming bullish. I just didn't think it would hold, basically. I could have waited for it to get invalidated, and I said that on my stream today inside the Discord, but if I waited for it to get invalidated, we would have just been too high up and the RR just wouldn't have been worth it. Okay, and then as you can see, more or less just entered around about there. So like I said, 2 RR, 1.8 R, something like that. And then as you can see, chop, 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 and then boom, like that. Okay, and this is the classic, pre-manipulation prior to 9:30 releases, and then just shoots higher. As you can see, it shot higher initially, but then it started to come back a little bit lower down. And then what happened after that? We got another leg of manipulation here, and then just kind of push back higher again, basically. But guys, that is basically the trade breakdown. So now that puts us on 3 wins for the week and 1 loss. Obviously, today's Thursday. We actually took a trade every single day this week. Literally pretty good week so far. 3 wins, 1 loss. We got our 5th winning day for our Lucid accounts now. So we're going to be requesting a pretty big payout tonight. So can't complain. As always, if you do want the best, prop firm deals and discounts, check out the link in the description. Best prop firm deals, propfirmio.com. You can earn free funded accounts and points on each purchase. So it's literally a no-brainer while getting the best discounts, okay? But with that being said, hopefully you guys did find this video useful. I'd appreciate a like, subscription, comment down below any questions or video ideas you would like to see from me. This Sunday as well, we got our 2nd episode of the Quarterly Theory Gem series. The feedback was great, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. And enjoy the rest of your days and good trading. Peace out.